Hey there, welcome back to my channel. I'm Katerina and today I bring you the last of my very late updates, this time for my Pentos palettes. If you guys don't know, if you guys don't remember, since I've been gone for so long, I've been working since the beginning of the year into palettes and I forgot to bring one, so I'm just grabbing it from my drawer. And those palettes are my Revolution Redemption Palette Iconic one, which I'm just using as some kind of backup. It's already very broken and very sad looking, but yeah, it's going out this year, so I'm not too worried about it. And I'm also working on my H&M Aubergine Dream. This one pretty much only holds shadows from my Revolution palette while I'm working on them. Gosh, because it's so much smaller and more and easier to reach for every day. Guys, I haven't uploaded two different uploads, so I took pictures and I'm going to share those pictures so you guys can see the evolution of these palettes. But the update will be a little bit different because I'm going to share numbers that I know are not 100% accurate, and I probably sound like a broken record if you watch my two other projects, but it is what it is and I feel the need to slightly explain it. So yeah, I'm going to show you how the palette looked like last time you saw it. I'm going to show you what the palette looked like on what should have been my 8th update on August 11th. Now I'm going to share how my palette looked like on when my 9th update should have been gone up on September 8th. And now for my 10th update, the palette is looking like this. There are a ton of changes. I think some of them are pretty obvious, but I'm going to talk you guys through them. I'm just going to put up a picture and I'll mention which shadow I'm talking about. On the first eyeshadow, I've used it 32 times since it was introduced into the project at the beginning of the year, for a total of 38 uses, and I've hit pan on the 27th use. This one has been my everyday shade and I'm using it most times. The second eyeshadow I've used 73 more times for a total of 226 uses. This guy had to be repressed because it was like it had a little tiny bit of product all concentrated into one side of the pen, and I'm going to put up a picture of what it looked like when it broke and how it looked like as soon as I repressed it, so you guys can have a comparison point. That was like a week ago at this point, I think. The third eyeshadow, that was really annoying me and I just wanted to be done with it, so I made two products out of it. The eyeshadow that you guys could see in the 6th pen that I used up within 13 uses as a lid setting shade. And I also made a bronzer, which I'm going to show you guys. I just rolled it in officially in my makeup project pen. So half of the purplish eyeshadow is in this bronzer now. So for me to accept that I finished up the eyeshadow, I need to finish up the bronzer as well. And I've used that eyeshadow, I think 9 times before I decided to destroy it and franken it into 2 other products. The 4th eyeshadow I've used 15 times since last update you guys saw, for a total of 21 uses. and I'm seeing a dip. I think I might be able to hit pen before the end of the year, which at this point I'm counting as a win. The fifth eyeshadow I used 9 more times for a total of 11 uses in this project. I don't think this eyeshadow is going anywhere this year, which it's fine with me. I don't care, honestly. I just want to make as much progress as I possibly can while using my other eyeshadows in my No Pen Left Behind project, so it's fine. The sixth eyeshadow, I'm like 90% sure was already done, so I won't be mentioning it. The seventh eyeshadow I've used 5 more times for a total of 65 uses on this project. I was using my summer uniform at work, which, if you don't know it yet, was a green t-shirt that I hated with every fiber in my soul. So black was not really my top priority. I was using more warm shadows. Now I'm still using my brownish as the first eyeshadow, but I sometimes add black to line my upper lash line. The eighth eyeshadow has been done for a while now, and the ninth eyeshadow I've used 4 more times since last update for a total of 49 uses. Now, let's talk about what I'm thinking I'll be doing from now until the end of the year. We have a little bit over 2.5 months left, so it's not a ton of time. And if you pen eyeshadows, you know it's not a ton of time to pen a ton of things. So I've developed a plan. My top priority when it comes to finishing up one of these eyeshadows is to finish up the pink eyeshadow. And if you saw my makeup project pen, you already know where this is going. I'm going to franken this eyeshadow into a blush. I could use it as an eyeshadow. I'm not sure if I would use it up, but I could at least try. But that would mean that I wouldn't be using my brownish shades, because I don't like to use them together, and that's fine. It's a preference. Plus, a pink look. It's not every day that I want to do a pink look, and it wouldn't go super well with the lipsticks that I'm penning. So I decided that I'm going to crush this eyeshadow, maybe add a little bit of setting powder so it doesn't come out as saturated and pigmented, maybe add some shimmery shadow or maybe some highlighter so I can make it a little bit more luminous, and I'll be using it as a blush. So, with that out of the way, I'll be left with 4 empty pens. 4 empty pens. Then, realistically, the only eyeshadow that I might be able to finish up is this one. This one is the only with pen and is the one with the less amount of product, so it will be the one that I'll be focusing on my efforts, and it's pretty much the only one that I'm hoping to finish from my Revolution palette. Lastly, we have my eyebrow powder that I made out of a few eyeshadows. None of those eyeshadows are even close to being done, so I'm not worried about them, but I'll be needing to make a new batch of eyebrow powder soonish. I think I have like maybe 2 more updates of eyebrow powder to use, and then I'll be out of it. But I decided no matter when I finish it up, I won't be repressing it into here, because for next year I don't want to be working out of this palette. I'm probably going to save it because It's really nice. It's very compact. The packaging is nice. The pens are not looking rusty, just dirty because I didn't clean them. So yeah, I'm probably going to save the packaging, the palette itself, but I'll have a new approach for next year. I've already decided what I'm going to do. I haven't decided a plan on how to do it, but I've decided what to do. So yeah, if you guys know my eyeshadow collection from like my inventory or something, you might know what I'm planning to do because I think it's pretty obvious. But either way, if you don't, in 2.5 months approximately, you'll find out. I will continue to work on every eyeshadow that I have left from the Revolution palette, but I'll only work on my Revolution palettes and my new Pendant palettes. That's why I made the effort of frankening the third eyeshadow, and that's why I want to franken the ninth eyeshadow, because those will be two eyeshadows from two different palettes that will be out of my collection, so two less palettes buying dates that I need to account for. I don't really share it on my channel, but I have a bullet journal and I have all the dates from my makeup from when I bought it, when it's supposed to go out of date, so I can focus on using up my stuff that it's expired first. And you guys know I really use up things after the expiry date, so I don't care too much about that. I just want to have an idea of should I focus on this first or that. So yeah. Rambling over because I need to get to work. For next updates on this palette, I want to expand this pen. I'm not saying getting it ready to be repressed because I really need to focus on my No Pen Left Behind project. So I'm just using this eyeshadow when I don't have the time to reach for my other eyeshadows, because this one I already know what to do, how to do it, and how quick it is. The others I'm finding out. So yeah, this month until the end of October, I want to focus on my No Pen Left Behind, and then I'll see how I will approach this eyeshadow. This isn't a goal, but I think I'll be able to finish up this bit that's on the bottom of my eyebrow powder slash eyeshadow. And what I'm thinking, I don't think I'll be able to make any more noticeable progress. I definitely want to have this one frankened into a blush, and that will be updated on my makeup project pen instead of in this project pen, because I just don't feel like it makes sense for me to talk about a blush, even though it used to be an eyeshadow. But yeah, I'll update you guys when the blush is done, as I will update you guys when this bronzer is done, as I will update you guys when my Franken highlighter that I made at the beginning of the year with eyeshadows from the Revolution palette is done. The highlighter won't be done this year, so you won't see any news from it this year. The bronzer, I'm really hoping will be done this year. I'm also using it as an eyeshadow, so yeah. And the blush, I really hope will be done this year as well. I'll be doing my very best to make it possible for the blush and the bronzer at least. So yeah, this was a little of a different update. If you guys have been following this project, you know my updates are not usually, I think, this lengthy, because I think this update is very long compared to what usually my updates look like, and I usually don't ramble quite as much. So yeah, I think this was a nice sum up of everything that I needed to say, so everything is more clear for everyone involved, including me. Yeah, I'm sounding still a little bit, I don't know the word, but my voice is still coming out of my nose, I feel like. So I'm sorry about that. I hope it's not too annoying. At least I'm not coughing and sneezing all the time anymore. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys on my next one, hopefully. So leave me a like if you enjoyed this video, because I know YouTube will probably not be my best friend since I stopped posting for almost 2 months, and that's fine, whatever. It's not like I'm making money out of this one, out of this channel or my Instagram account or anything. So whatever, it's just for fun and just because I like sharing my journey with project planning with y'all. I hope you leave me a like, as I said, subscribe if you haven't already, and we've hit 50 subscribers, and I've been forgetting to say, I think that has been true since my non-makeup project pen at least. So yeah, we have already surpassed it a little bit, and I'm very thankful for each one of you. I know it's not like, oh, we have 50 subscribers, but it's 50 people that are interested in what I'm sharing. So that's very nice and very, very sweet of y'all. And comment if you feel like it. I was forgetting what to say. So yeah, now I need to get to work. So bye.